Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
It was that tough that you didn't know which direction to turn, because you were at a juncture where you actually helped people with your credit, and of course, you being on the downside of it, got screwed up on it.
People you would have turned and helped on their word that they would turn around and help you back or pay back what you would have done to help them, and they just turn their back on you. So right there and then, you have more than one set of bills to deal with that you didn't really plan for.
How old are your kids?
15, 17.
15 and 17.
Yeah.
And now these boys?
Boys.
And now they got their own room, right?
They got their own room.
How proud is it that they feel having their own room?
You could see it in their face. You know, they would walk up to me now, and give you that hug.
And you can feel the love.
Right.
And it makes you feel now, not that we weren't real fathers before, but you feel like a real father.
You have accomplished one area of your life that that you've been trying to pursue all these years. One part of your life accomplishment has come to pass, and thanking God that He has given me the strength to work and to stay focused. But to be able to say thanks to God for people like Chris and First Republic Bankers, who are able to sit down and listen to you, not turning their back on you, but to be able to work with you, to show you exactly how you could go about paying down what needs to be done, paying down some of the bills,
adjusting certain things.
Right. And the process is it's a good process. It's not easy. It's a rough one. There are times when I would have gotten a little angry and discouraged and so forth. But then
you're stuck with it.
You could see exactly what they're saying and what was happening, and to see it come to fruition now, it's an amazing thing.
But you know what, Wendell? A lot of folks, when a strategic plan is laid out in front of them, and they're like, oh, this is too tough. Why do I have to do this? People take the path of least resistance and go the other route and go with another borrower and get a higher interest rate and all of that stuff. When if they just listened, stay the course for a couple of months, and get themselves aligned where their credit is concerned, they can get the right rate and get into their house.
I'm a living testimony to that right now.
Definitely.
Because now I'm 6.25%. 6.25%.
Wow. And hold on. So this is a man who don't have perfect credit getting 6.25%.
6.25.
Unbelievable. You have a better rate than me, man.
So the thing is,
you see what I'm saying?
So the thing is, I serve a big God, and as long as you're faithful to God,
exactly.
As long as you're faithful to God, you give of your time, give of your resources,
and have faith,
in God. He promises to move the mountains that are standing before you.
And just don't believe it's going to happen overnight.
It's not going to happen overnight.
Not going to happen.
Because God could have taken 1 day and created the world. It took 6 days. So that's a strategy, stages to show us the world was not done in a day. And so whatever you're trying to achieve might not happen overnight.
And
it takes a while.
And God gives you will too. Why should God just say, all right, listen, so you want some money? All right, here it is. If that was the case, what would the world be like, No, God gives people what's called will. It makes you make decisions for yourself. And it says, as long as you make those decisions in my name, everything will come to pass. That's it. So He allows you to make decisions on your own in His name.
If
you do that, everything is all right. I sound like a preacher now. Pastor Martin, I'm coming, man. As Martin's listening.
See, I live with a group of people that preaches the same thing. My pastor, who I sit under, Pastor Peter Bunner, the Apostle Peter Bunner, the Kingdom Life Ministries, Park Place in Brooklyn. That's the strategy that is being taught every Sunday morning, Sunday evening.
That's good, man. That's very
As a Christian, you're able to access the marketplace and live the life that you're supposed to live in the sight of God.
That's true. And like you said, you are a true living testimony of it. And I'm quite sure the devil tempted you enough time to say, forget about this.
Listen, man, I call the office one time. I said to him, I said, look, man, I need to know exactly now what's going on. If not, let me leave and go elsewhere.
Right, exactly.
I said, if you can't tell me today what's happening, let me just leave and go elsewhere. And then Chris in the back, he said, come on, man, take it easy.
Just be patient.
Be patient.
That's impatience and the devil, you know.
Yeah.
It's a work by
So you would have those issues as you walk, as you go along in this situation. But you just have to be faithful, stay the course, be patient, and then at the end of the tunnel, the light is shining right there.
And people have called me up and said, Squeeze, why is First Republic Mortgage Bankers staying a little bit longer than they really should? And I said, what is your situation? So yeah, I have a little credit situation. I said, listen, you're not that kind of person that the thing is going to happen overnight with. If you go to any institution and they say it can happen overnight, be careful.
Yeah.
I said, just listen, I know the guys, and sometimes I ask for the loan officer that they're dealing with, and I pick up the phone and I will call the loan officer and say, so what's holding up John Tom thing? Well, Squeeze, he has to pay down this, so at the end, his next paycheck he's going to be doing this and he's going to be doing that. I said, so it's basically just time. And he will say, yes, it's just time, but Squeeze, we're telling you it's going to work if they follow the blueprint that I am laying out. And I've seen it happen so many times that I'm very happy that you're in. Yeah.
Squeeze, there are times when I could not access Chris, nor Jason.
Right.
But I was able to access Paul.
Right.
Canny.
Yeah, there's always someone there. Yeah.
One of the big guys.
Yeah, he's one of the big guys.
Right?
Right.
And to have these guys at that level
talk to you,
to be able to talk to you, pull you in the office, sit down and say, look, man, we gotta make sure that this thing works for you.
Right.
But it takes
time.
So you gotta go do this, you gotta go do that.
And everybody's situation is unique and different. So that's the reason why I always say to people, just listen and and follow the blueprint and you will be okay. Well, thanks for hanging out, man. I know you're gonna hang out a little bit
longer. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man.